Hello, friend Mormo here. I'm in the VHS room, which is very quickly turning into the junk room. And I got a great tape to look at tonight. It's called David Benoit Exposes What's Behind the Rock, Violence in Rock Music. And it's got a ton of writing on the back. It says violence in rock music. Last year, $16.6 billion were spent on teen pregnancies. 15 teenagers commit suicide each day, and over 500,000 attempted it last year. Are these facts alarming to you? Evangelist David Benoit, a dynamic speaker, has reached millions in the US and overseas, exposing the devastating effects of rock music on teenagers today. For example, David reveals reincarnation and gives actual characteristics of a demon-possessed person from the scriptures. That's why this video is designed not only for parents, teens, teachers, pastors, and counselors will benefit from clear evidence of what's behind the rock, violence in rock music, suggested use, Bible studies, home evangelism, counseling, overseas missions, school and church libraries, Bible class, and 6 weeks worth of Sunday school material, teaching guides available by request. What you will see on this video is controversial and maybe unbelievable, even shocking, but it's true. And our prayers for you is that the truth will set you free. And then it says, for more information on cassette, books, and bookings, Glory Ministries in Pennsylvania. It's got a phone number, 1987. Wow. So here it is. And there's the back of the tape, and let's go ahead and open it up. Just pardon the mess here. And David Benoit exposes what's behind the rock, violence in rock music, and it's 25 cents. Hopefully this tape isn't like rotted or something. I heard tapes can have mold on them. Let's take a look. There's the address. Violence in rock music. And there, oh no, this hasn't been rewound. Where's the controller? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna pop the tape in.
Well, I can. Right out of the scriptures. Watch. There was a boy one day, and he came with his father. And they came.
Okay, so I'm just rewinding it right now. And there's my tea. I got tea to drink. And thanks so much for watching. Please keep watching. And then I'm gonna try and show some clips from this movie, like not too much because I don't want to get a copyright slap, but like little clips of this movie, and then at the end I'll give you my review. So stick around.
And he saw a demon-possessed man. According to Mark chapter 5, verse 3, it says this, who had his dwelling among the tombs. Characteristic number one of a demon-possessed person, they dwell on death. I'm concerned about so many young people walking around with Grim Reaper on their chest, knowing that Grim Reaper represents the death angel. I'm concerned today when young people spend and occupy their time watching horror films where they're brutally murdering people, just like the story I just told you about. And no man could bind him, no, not with chains, because he'd often been bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken into pieces. Neither could any man tame him. Characteristic number two of a demon-possessed person, they have incredible strength. I talked about a 260.
Okay, friends, so I just got done watching What's Behind the Rock, violence in rock music, and it was like a ministry tape it was like a Christian preaching tape, and it was talking all about rock music, and I was really curious like what Bible quotes he was going to use, and he used a Bible quote, and I probably should have recorded it. I recorded some of the other Bible quotes, but he used this one Bible quote that said like, be aware of the devil's be aware of the devil's devices, that you don't get fooled by them or something like that. It was a Bible quote, and this movie was really all over the place. Like it wasn't strictly about violence in rock music, and apparently there's another video about the occult in rock music, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that VHS tape. And so anyways, it also talked about country music, and he was saying that like country music is demonic, and just drinking tea tonight. And he did like a big long speech about how country music is demonic and everything. And then he was also talking about the Smurfs and He-Man and Dungeons and Dragons. And there was one part where he was like, well, somebody came up to me and said, what about Michael Jackson? He can't be the devil. And then this was 1987 and all this stuff didn't come out yet, but he was saying that Michael Jackson is actually in a cult, and that he's a Jehovah's Witness, and that he tithed 10% of his income to Jehovah's Witness Church. So he was saying that if you owned a Michael Jackson CD, then you had given money to the Jehovah Witness Church and all this. And he talked about like how rockers wear leather with spikes, and then they slam dance, and he was saying some people put razor blades on their leather and like slice people up when they slam dance. And he was talking about headbangers, and was saying some pretty nasty stuff about headbangers, and was saying that like somebody told him there's good Christian headbangers, and he was saying like if you're a headbanger you can't be a Christian and all this. It was a really interesting tape. It was really well made. It worked perfectly. The VCR and the tape worked perfectly. I even stopped and rewound some parts that I was interested in, and He was also talking about Aleister Crowley and reading stuff backwards and playing music backwards and like people being possessed. And he was talking about like performing exorcisms and like um, talking about all these awful murders and everything. And like it was pretty intense. I figured it out. I was like 9 years old when this tape came out. So I wasn't fully aware of the rock and roll world. I had heard of Ozzy Osbourne, but I didn't know much about current music or anything. And so, anyways, it was a really interesting tape. Thanks so much for watching. Please comment, please thumbs up, please subscribe and ring the bell. Please share because sharing is caring. And please smash the thanks button so that I can keep buying VHS tapes to review. And one thing I'd love to buy right now is a sweepstakes software. I think it would be so much fun to like review a VHS tape and then have a sweepstakes where you can enter to win the VHS tape, and I would autograph it and everything and then mail it to the winner, and it would be like a viral contest where you could share on social media to like earn points and stuff. I really want to buy that and spend money on that. But anyways, thanks so much for watching.